like a train. This year we losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time, be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork, fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
This is it. UAT. Check 547. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now the former Illinois man is Josh Ferguson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Check 26, check 26.
On first down, Ferguson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson, flush to his right. Into the hands of the tight end, this is Jordan Thomas. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running right, Ferguson on the give. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain there of 30 big ones. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now it's Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. There's a lot of those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive, maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flacco going to bring up the Broncos 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stopped him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, Flacco. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd down now, it's Lindsay. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Give them 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Tim Patrick, 47 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken about the 12. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. On 2nd down, it's Lindsay. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up. I'm Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the three.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. The first down carry here for Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and 12, Watson. Looking sideline, incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are you doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This will be taken about the 12. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
Check. Recon, 132 fighter. Switch it here. Switch it.
Second half starts with a run by Lindsey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating out of the gun, Flacco finding his big receiver Patrick over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Flacco. Over the middle, complete. It's Patrick. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. first down. Lindsey. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosions.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. From 10 yards out, and the Broncos push further out in front.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson eluding the pressure right. He's got Fuller. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Watson on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. On first down, Watson. He sets to fire deep. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. Now a carry for Lindsey. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll go again with Lindsey. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. On first down, it's Watson. And Thomas has it. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Yes. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd and 10, Watson steps away to his left. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. To throw is Watson. To throw on 3rd down. It's complete to Hopkins. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
And there's an example of not taking your practice work, your drill work, and turning it into game speed. You work on that all the time. 3rd and long, you want to let him make the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw is Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail.